He strapped, who that? Big racks, yo that, yo rap, that's facts, no cap. I fuck your bitch from the back. I'm riding around in the act. I'm selling dope in the trap. I really live what I rap. Pistol on me in my jeans sagging. Dope and missile in my team stacking. Bitch, I'm so official, I can blow the whistle. Plus an alcoholic and a bean addict. Bitty Big got the team dragging. I'm on that shit you ain't seen. Fashion, automatic with the beam flashing. Not an overwhacked and not a fiend's pass. Not a block high. Pull up in the drop top. Pull up with your tata on the op block. Came up selling down rocks. Bitch, I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a truth. I spend my life when I get in this booth. You don't know half of the shit I've been through. I used to run from the cops and get loose. I get that hot take and pull produce.
Yeah, and this is episode number 9 of the Cards Face Up podcast. That was Mo Racks with Committed, and I am your host, Mr. Ty Hill, aka Let's Talk About Sex, Baby.
And it's your girl Carmen. I'm feeling a little milfish today.
And today we got a special co-host, the sexpert, Thundercat, aka Jane Doe. What's going on, Miss Thundercat?
Nothing much. Just here to say hi.
Okay, we thank you for coming to fuck with us for the day.
So, Jane Doe, there is a quote by R.C. Blakes Jr., and it goes, "It's far better to marry a man with $100K worth of fruitfulness than a man with $1 million worth of dreams." Do you agree or disagree? That shit is a rough one, I know.
Who you fucking with?
I'm on the fence with that. I've seen both.
Okay, all right. So
I've seen both.
I'll give mine because we spoke of this previously on another episode. As far as you know exactly what does a person bring to a table. How is it cool to go inside of a relationship with the potential? So me personally, I don't know. I'm always going to kind of be as far as I'd rather the guarantee thing because potential ain't guaranteed to fucking be what we think it's going to be. Like a motherfucker could have the potential. You come into the table with nothing. I'd rather a bitch with something first. Like, nah.
We saw what happened to Taraji and Acrimony, though.
What?
That nigga blew. He had a dream and he blew, and she had already left him. So
we also saw what the fuck happened to Eddie Kane in motherfucking The Temptations, 5 Heartbeats, whatever the fuck that movie was. You feel me? Potential is one thing. It don't mean it's gonna pan out. Now, again, it's okay to fuck with a person chasing their dream. So the way you chase your dreams and that sort. But you still got to bring in some type of income.
Right. So for me, if you a hustler and you out here doing what you got to do to get us through while we get to the dream, so you making money, you're making things happen, but maybe you're staying up to 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning to work on that dream, or you getting up at 4, 5, 6 in the morning to work on that dream. I'm with it, and I'm going to push you towards being your best and your greatest.
See, that's how the hustle go. But nigga, a nigga and a female, you feel me, they be on some shit of like the world going to stop. To chase your dream.
They mamas be breastfeeding them till they like 40, so that's the problem.
Real shit. So with me, fuck potential. What you bringing to the motherfucking table?
I need you to have potential and be a hustler at the same time.
Look. We got to get into Nas' new album. We have to do the wrap up of Nas' new album.
My baby forever.
So my question for you, Miss Thundercat, have you listened to it?
Can I just say one thing real quick? Y'all gonna probably be mad with me.
No, you good. Go ahead. This is a show of being
yourself. I stopped liking him after Uchi Wally Wally. I'm sorry.
So you're now canceled.
I'm with you.
You are no longer allowed on the Cards Face Up podcast. Hit one of those sound effects, please, Mr. Hill.
That shit just blew me.
Hit the sound effect.
As a person, I like him.
What that nigga Jay say?
I'm not a fan.
What that nigga Jay say? To your bodyguard verse on Uchi Wally was better than yours.
I hated it, y'all. I couldn't.
Are y'all trying to clown my nigga like because
it just made me leave.
Ty, Mr. Hill. I left my mace in the car. I left my brass knuckles in the car and my bat. But I won't come across the table.
So look, Thundercat, you look,
security.
Thundercat, you didn't listen to it. You done with Nas, right?
Yeah, I've been done.
All right, so Carmen, what's your take of it?
I love it. There are few albums that I can listen to from the first song to the last song. Ready to Die, what is it? The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and now King's Disease.
Really?
And I tried. What I did was I went back and I listened to Illmatic. I listened to It Was Written. He lost me a little bit in I Am, right? And,
of course, he lost a lot of people.
Right, he did. But I feel like because he stepped out of who he was. So what I was doing was just fast forwarding each song. Right, I was fast forwarding each song, not trying to listen to Nas's rap, but listen to the beat, because that's why everybody hates Nas. But I feel like Nas is Nas from Illmatic to now. A 17-year-old Nas was picking jazzy albums that you could hear in a juke joint, that you could hear in your grandma's living room, that you could hear with the crackle of the vinyl. Nas, that's Nas. I love the fact that the Firm was there.
Yourself from your own music, though.
I love it. I love Nas, and so I love the fact that you had Cormega, you had AZ, you had Foxy Brown, you had Ferg. Lil Durk, I love the song with Lil Durk, and I don't like Lil Durk.
So
no, I'm not done.
On the Cards Face Up, no, look. I don't want you to be done. You're gonna finish it up. But on the Cards Face Up podcast, right? Our thing is we're gonna go from 10 to Jack, and for the men, we're gonna go to King. So it'll be 3 cards for every one. If it's a female album that we're rating, it'll go 10 Queen King. No, I'm sorry, 10 Jack Queen. And for males, it'll go 10 Jack King. All right. What do you rate it?
I rated a king. And I think that all of y'all who are talking shit just want Nas to be who y'all want Nas to be. Nas has not changed from 17-year-old Nas to 46-year-old Nas. He's the same nigga.
But go ahead.
No, I do. I feel like he got commercialized a little bit in there.
So you just now talk this out. So all right. So look. First of all,
don't play with. Be respectful.
Listen. Fuck that shit. Listen. I love Nas.
All right? That's the disclaimer. That's how niggas before they kick your back in and talk shit about you.
No, listen to me, real shit. I love Nas because of what he has given the game. There will never, ever be a song like, ooh, ooh, ooh. It will never be a song like that, ever. Life, I wonder, will it take me under? Now, here we are. So you just now said you felt as though he went wrong when he did It Was Written. I was in that summer, you feel me? That summer, I believe, was 99, 90, I'm going to say 99, 2000, something like that. The same summer, I believe, Master P dropped, The Last Dawn. I had 2 cassette tapes. Keep in mind, we didn't grow up with the most, so maybe I was late. This CD came out as It Was Written. What was it? What?
Oh, King's Disease?
No, not King's Disease. It Was Written and all of that stuff. You said
it reminded me of Illmatic, and It Was Written.
All right, so I'm sorry. So that was let me correct myself. Not It Was Written. I Am is one of the CDs that he
started to veer away.
They were saying that he wasn't doing him. You feel me?
Right.
So that summer, I remember it. I was a young nigga. You feel me? It was I Am Nostradamus. It was the biggest fucking bootleg at the time. It was one of the CDs I had, and I had that. I mean, one of the tape cassettes I had, and I had that and Master P, The Last Dawn. You feel me? And I listened to them shits all summer, and I thought that was the greatest CD ever made.
That was what? The greatest tape. Yourself a gun, right? And
everything was on that. That it was one of the biggest songs. Was the one Papa was a player, player wasn't Papa. Like, and he had to split those because it was bootleg so big. So he did the I Am, and then he did the Nostradamus CD after. You feel me? Because he had to split them. It was bootleg so big. So my opinion of this is...
Don't play with me.
I'm going to give it a Jack. And the reason why I'm going to give it a Jack... So, I love Nas. On this album, it had 13 songs. Out of those 13 songs, I didn't like maybe 4 of them.
We have Ferg.
Now listen to me. I'm not mad at that because that number is actually good, right? I only didn't like 4 of them. You feel me? But I feel like, first of all, that single that he came out with should not have fucking been the one. You feel me? The definition was very big because it explained the whole fucking album. You feel me? And then from there you have The Cure. I
want to cut you off so bad.
The Cure was so important because it explained. You know, one of my biggest things is stop fucking stating the problem. Nigga, stay what the fuck the answer is.
And the definition was important.
Gave you the definition, then gave you the motherfucking answer to how to fix it. I love that shit.
Because we big, we fat, and we in pain.
But let's also, the nigga went into alkaline and all that shit.
But he was right, and he was right.
I appreciate those, but my problem, well, all right, let's go into things I love. First of all, nigga, you brought the firm back. Everybody know AZ is one of my favorite fucking artists to ever exist.
Yes, and Foxy came through kicking the fucking door in.
First of all, hold up. Foxy, deaf, whatever the fuck she is.
She ain't deaf no more.
This bitch killed everybody on the song.
Yes.
Y'all niggas gotta admit it. I'm gonna tell you why the fuck she killed them. Not only bars, she killed them because she made her bars irrelevant to today. She used wording from today. She used slang from today. She mentioned the woo. She mentioned, not Wu-Tang, but the woo. Yeah, she mentioned that. She mentioned what's the other shit all these little young niggas say, I'm not capping. She mentioned shit of today. My biggest problem with Nas has always been Nas wants to reinvent himself, but it's like he gives up on trying to reinvent himself.
He didn't reinvent himself with this. He made
I need you to reinvent yourself because when I got young...
Every fucking generation come to hit and
I need you to reinvent yourself when Dirk is fucking jumping in a song, and I've never liked the Dirk song.
And I love that song, and I don't fuck with Dirk like that.
When Dirk get in a song, and I feel like Dirk got the best fucking part of the song, I'm irritated.
Feel like Nas is that OG that make you sit down and play chess and make you slow down and listen to him. So you have but I want, that's the problem when people listen to Nas. You want Nas to be 2010, 2020, 2015, 2025 when we get there. But we
want Nas to grow.
But he has.
We want Nas to grow. Even Smokey Robinson fucking grown inside his music. Like the fuck? I don't want to hear.
But it doesn't mean that
I don't want to hear 94.
He's always going to be laid back.
Check me out.
He's a laid back nigga. That's who he is.
If we go back to 94, then Nas, then your competition has switched. You feel me? Because I have 20 other artists at that time that was also spitting a bunch of dope ass shit.
Everybody, I looked at the albums that dropped in 94, and I was like, damn, niggas still talk about Illmatic more than they talk about Ready to Die.
Yeah, that's not...
Imagine that, but no, but
Illmatic was just one of those CDs that...
It's timeless.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Illmatic. We're talking about King's Disease.
Because you said, we talked a while ago, and you said that you don't know who Nas is. And I was like, no, this is Nas. Y'all don't want to accept who Nas is.
No, then Nas shouldn't want to fucking grab all these little young niggas and shit like that.
But no, he brought them to what he does.
And also, I also agree, and keep in mind, I gave it a jack. I feel as though that's a motherfucking...
he's a king.
A great motherfucker.
He's a king.
Well, look, you're a king with a fucking jack in your hand.
He's the king of hip-hop.
Hey, Thundercat, he's a king with a fucking jack in his hand today. You feel me? But what I will tell you is, Spicy should have been the fucking single of the album.
First of all, I love Ferg.
Nigga, I don't even know who Ferg. Well, I know who the whole ASAP gang is, so I'm not going to say that.
But I know who's his 5-year-old.
I don't know none of Ferg music as far as a couple singles that he's dropped. I'm not an advocate listener. I'm not a fan. None of that thing. When a nigga like that comes on the track and he makes the track, you feel me? It's the same thing Dirk did. It's the same thing.
But I mean, it's what Eminem did to. It's what Eminem did to Renegade, and ain't nobody talk shit about Jay.
You think Eminem killed Renegade?
Eminem murdered Jay.
Since I'm in a position to talk to these cats and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I kick it with them a minute. Now,
I'm Jesus Christ to these Latter-day Saints here.
It was a lot of dope shit that Eminem said, but
he killed Jay, and I love Jay.
The thing about Jay is you need to listen to those lyrics again and listen to the shit that he said.
That's one of my favorite Jay songs.
Listen to the shit that he said.
I'm awkward. I box lefty, or orphan. My pops left me.
It's Jay talks that shit.
Point being, y'all want Nas to be something else than the relaxed, laid-back, incense and sage nigga that he is. Reading books, playing chess, and every now and again, he come out and play with a Uchi Wally, or he come out and play, with some up-to-date shit, but he's always going to be the nigga playing a vinyl record, and y'all don't want that.
You just now said... Nigga, I'm not fucking old enough to know what the fuck a vinyl record sounds like.
That's why you can't get Nas.
So then go to fucking promote that shit to people over 45.
But let's see what this do. Where this going out on the charts.
It's not going to go on the charts.
It might not.
It's not going to
go on the charts. But I love you, Nas.
But Nas, I think overall, nigga, for me to only dislike maybe 3 or 4 songs, it was a wonderful effort. I love it. I would love to see Nas accepting these young niggas and then fucking them up on their style because I know he got it. See, when you can hear a nigga like AZ that can fucking do that shit, you hear a bitch like Foxy that could do that shit. You feel me? I love that shit. And then a nigga bought fucking Cormega.
I was like, what?
Nigga,
Yeah.
I ain't even fucking... Now, I did have a problem with the way Cormega and Foxy Versus sounded because, nigga, they were not in the same studio.
They weren't in the same
I could tell that shit. Their fucking clarity
But we
was...
social distancing.
Nigga, him and AZ was at the same place. That shit, their clarity sound... Nigga, that shit sound like
but I love that he
Studio
let them be
C
them,
and y'all
right?
was Studio A.
So you let a Big Sean be Big Sean, right?
You can't stop Big Sean.
But wait a minute.
But
What I'm saying is like it's like when an OG lets you sit down and talk to them. Don't force you to be what they are. Don't try to be what you are. But bring those generations together. So you have a Big Sean, right? You have Lil Durk, right? You have Foxy, Cormega, AZ. You have Ferg, right? You have Charlie Wilson, right? So all these generations.
That nigga paid Charlie Wilson just to do ad-lib.
But still you have all these generations come together on one project and it's still the same sound throughout the whole project and nobody is forced to be anybody who they aren't. And that's what I loved about the project.
Yeah, look. I'm going to give it a Jack. You going to give it a King.
Kang.
You feel me? Hey, Thundercat, we really, really appreciate you for coming today.
Hey, thank you guys.
Hey, look.
You said I didn't like that true.
Look, it was kind of soft.
Edit that out.
True. Listen, security, I don't have no problem with that motherfucker. So listen, shout out to everybody. Continue to listen to us. You feel me? Cars Face Up Podcast. We are broadcasting everywhere that you listen to podcasts. This is episode number 9. We thank you. Have a blessed day. Peace.
Have a blessed one. Bye, y'all.
Bye.